A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, this chick Daichi really liked this dude Orbis. Unfortunately, Orbis died. Fortunately, Daichi is the goddess of creation, so using her magical powers, she created the world of Orbis using the, corpse of Orbis. Unfortunately, this other god, Ilrios, was not a fan, so Ilrios sends the Archdemon to destroy Orbis. In response, Daichi creates Ras, the heir of the Covenant, a 3-star hero who is tasked with defeating the mighty Archdemon. Other heirs fight alongside of him, and each heir, including Ras, are partnered with a guardian, a magical being with magical powers. Ras's guardian, for example, is Arcasus, Arky for short, a magical lightning cat that has the ability to transform from a marketable mascot to a majestic beast. Anyways, Ras and the other heirs are able to defeat the Archdemon. However, Ilrios is a sore loser, so he sends another one. This cycle continues until eventually the heirs lose. Fortunately, Daichi is also a sore loser, so she freaking resets the world, leading to a second timeline that I shall refer to as Epic 2. Unfortunately, the exact same thing, more or less, happens in Epic 2 through 6 as Epic 1. However, things start to go differently in Epic 7. But to talk about Epic 7, we must first talk about Epic 6. We start off with our protagonist Ras, Ruel, a cheerful heir who enjoys telling fortunes. Her guardian, Xeon, is a giant mech thing that no one uses because it's too freaking expensive. Kisei, a no-nonsense heir that despite her cold exterior, cares deeply about her friends, so basically a kudere. Her guardian Chromecuz is a dragon that is also never used. And finally, Vildred, an ordinary human. This party is journeying to the sanctuary in order to be healed and attain power equal to that of the Archdemon. However, the Archdemon's forces are too numerous, so Vildred valiantly tells the heirs to go on without him, for he will hold off the enemy. And for a while he does so, but then this dude Kayron kills him. Easily. Like really easily, because fire beats earth, unless you're Charles, in which case, earth beats everything. Anyways, the heirs successfully make it to the sanctuary, where they are able to heal up, so they go off to fight the Archdemon. Unfortunately, they all die. But there was one little detail I left out. Ras's full name is Natsuki Suba Ras. So, with the sore loser necromancer Daichi's command, arise. Epic 7 begins. We begin with our protagonist Ras waking up in the care of the Merchant Guild, only to learn he woke up late, like really late, for the Archdemon War ended 20 years ago by a strike team led by Diane and the other heirs plus their guardians. Ras is astonished that the Archdemon has been defeated without even needing his assistance. So Vildred, who in this timeline is still alive, is sent to escort Ras to meet Queen Diane. Also, I almost forgot to mention, but Ras possesses the being able to remember past timelines. So despite this being the first time in Epic 7 that Ras meets Vildred, Ras remembers Vildred from Epic 6. So Ras is asking Vildred questions, trying to figure out what in the world happened to this timeline, but Vildred is too preoccupied being a Tsundere. You may be wondering, what's the point of the heir of the Covenant if the Archdemon can be defeated without him? Well, you see, only the heir of the Covenant can completely destroy the Archdemon. So Diane and crew, thanks to the sacrifice of a race known as the Nocturnes, more on that later, have merely split and sealed the Archdemon away into 6 fragments called Archdemon's Might. Anyways, Aether, the Prince of Ezra, and Izeria, the second in command of the Order of the Sword, which are basically a group of knights, not the class knight, the occupation knight, show up because Aether wanted to meet the hero of legend Ras. So the group fights off some monsters, and Ras notices he's significantly weaker in Epic 7 than he was in Epic 6. Aether really wants to join Ras's party, because he has really bad taste in role models. The others reluctantly agree and go to look for Ras's guardian, Arky. The party finds Arky, however he runs away because Ras is mean. Izeria is not amused. Ras is finally able to get Arky to rejoin by bribing him with sweets, and with that they head off to the castle to meet Diane. Queen Diane reveals that Daichi's powers are waning, hence why Ras was weaker than normal when fighting those monsters. Queen Diane tasks Ras with destroying the Archdemon's might in order to end the Archdemon once and for all, and he agrees. The next day, the Merchant Guild show up wanting compensation for caring for Ras for 20 years, leading to Ras questioning why he was in their care in the first place. Diane reveals that there was a plot to assassinate Ras in his sleep, because many people believed that the casualties during the Archdemon War would have been significantly lower if Ras woke up on time. Thus, he was moved to a secret location under the care of the Merchant Guild for his own safety. Diane then leaves Ras with her protector, a wraith named Mercedes, to take care of some queen stuff, and Ras is shook because he's low-key racist. However, Ras learns that Mercedes isn't like other wraiths, resulting in him questioning her origins. However, Mercedes reveals that she has no memories prior to Crow entrusting her to Queen Dienne. Dienne finally returns, and alongside Archie, Mercedes, Azeria, and Vildred, Ras finally heads off to destroy the first Archdemon's might. They travel a very public road in order to raise morale. However, this backfired, with citizens declaring Ras a fraud and demanding Dienne abdicate. All of these things are making Ras progressively more confused, and Dienne reveals that since the Archdemon's power still exists, fragmentally, portals to other dimensions called Chaos Gates have been appearing sporadically throughout the continent, spawning monsters on random civilians. Literally right after talking about this mysterious phenomenon, a Chaos Gate opens. Ras and Mercedes enter it to prevent the defenseless villagers from being massacred, and after clearing the Chaos Gate, Ras reveals that the space-time is different in the Chaos Gates, and ordinary humans should refrain from entering one. The party finally makes it to the sanctuary, and while Dienne dispels the barrier, Vildred, Mercedes, and Ras deals with the monster in the area. Before Ras is able to perform the ritual to destroy the Archdemon's might, Vildred asks Ras if he will fight the Archdemon until the end, no matter what. Ras gives a powerful protagonist speech, using as much talk no jutsu as he knows, saying he will never give up because he will one day become the #1 hero Hokage/Pirate King. Vildred responds with an okay. They continue to the altar and notice that the barrier is down, but Dienne is nowhere to be found. Because you see, Vildred didn't just dispatch the monsters in the area. He also dispatched of Queen Dienne! Guess that anti-crit was a lie. Before Ras can react, Vildred absorbs the Archdemon's might, becoming Arbiter Vildred. Ras is all like, "No, Vildred, you were the chosen one. You were meant to bring balance to Orbis, not destroy it." And Vildred is like, "Nah, man, don't worry. I still intend on protecting Orbis, however, helping you is not the way." And Vildred reveals that Cheiron, the guy who killed him in Epic 6, told Vildred the truth behind Orbis and how it is destined to be destroyed and get worse with every timeline reset. Because you see, Cheiron is an acolyte, more on that in future episodes, but acolytes like Ras retain their memories across the timelines. So the two fight, but one Archdemon's might isn't enough for Arbiter Vildred and ML5 to be on par with a free 3-star no specialty change Ras. So he loses but is able to retreat. The group sans Vildred return to Ezra Castle and hold a funeral for Dienne, and the various leaders of Ezra agree to keep the fact that Dienne was murdered a secret, because morale is on the down low and Vildred was a respected general of Ezra, so the news would only make things worse. Some members also want Mercedes dead because racism, but due to the now king of Ezra, Aether, she is instead entrusted to Ras, who is traveling to the next sanctum in order to destroy the next Archdemon's might before Vildred can absorb it. And then a 6th cinematic plays, foreshadowing the events to come, but that is a story for another day. Because that covers it for episode 1 of Epic 7 Abridged. Stay tuned for the next episode, otherwise known as That Time Ras Met an Isekai Protagonist.